Welcome to the second phase of the workout plan. This part of the plan is progressive, building on the first part of the plan. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some resistance to some of the exercises, add some more movement, more dimension, more range of motion. And I want you to always feel comfortable going back to the basic if you feel overwhelmed or out of your comfort zone with some of these exercises. So we're going to also look at adding resistance, which means you can actually add some dumbbells to your workout as well if you would like. And you want to make sure you're adding enough resistance so that the last repetitions of your exercise set feel difficult or almost as though you're not going to finish it. But I want you to remain always using proper form and full range of motion at all times. Also make sure that you're always warmed up before you start any of the exercises and that you have your doctor's permission to incorporate a moderate resistance training program into your daily life. Here we go. We're going to do some sumo squats, and sumo squats are great squats for especially inner and outer thigh and for the hips and butt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Kevin stand with his feet apart, toes pointed outwards. He's holding the weight for resistance, but you can do it without the weight to start. And he's going to bend into the knees and drop the hips to knee level, knees over top of the toes but never extending further past. So he's just going to go up and down, body staying nice and straight, and every time he comes up, he squeezes up to standing position. Next, we're going to move on to lunges. So we're going to be building up from the stationary lunge that we did in the first phase. So Kevin's going to show us first alternating lunges. So he's going to take a step forward and lunge into the position of the stationary lunge where he's bending into both knees and being careful not to hit the back knee on the floor. Now if you have this space, I want you to go from alternating lunges into walking lunges, where you're going to just switch from this stationary lunge and you're going to step forward into the next lunge so that you're alternating the legs each time. Next, we're going to do deadlifts, but we're only going to do them halfway with some resistance. So Kevin's got the dumbbells here, and he's going to make sure that he keeps his back completely straight, and he's going to let the dumbbells hang as he leans forward, hinging from the hips, and the dumbbells are going to come just below the knees and standing up nice and straight. Next, we're going to do stepping side lunges. So what Kevin's going to do is he's going to step directly out to the side with a big step, bend into that knee, and step back to the middle. So every time he steps back, he's replacing the body, standing nice and straight up, and going as wide as he can out to the side so that when he lunges, the knee is over top of the toe. We're going to move on to step-ups. This time we're going to add a kickback with the leg that's on the ground right now. So every time Kevin steps up onto the bench, he's going to kick back the leg and squeeze through the glute. And we're going to do it repeater style, so you're going to stay on the same leg and repeat for each of the repetitions, and then you're going to switch legs and do the repetitions on the other side. Next, we're going to do a step up with a side kick. So Kevin's standing sideways to his bench or his step or whatever he chooses to step onto. And every time he steps and puts the weight on the leg, he kicks the opposite leg out. So every time he steps up, at the same time, kicking the leg straight out to the side, squeezing through the hip and glute. Next up, we're going to do single leg calf raises. So Kevin's going to show us calf raises, holding onto the wall for support, and he's going to go up and down on the toe on single leg. So he's just going to stay on the one foot and go all the way up onto the toe and back onto the heel. And every time he goes up, squeezing the muscle and lowering back down. Next, we're going to do some butt lifts. So I have Kevin with his feet up on a height. He's using the bench right now. His heels are up, knees are bent, and he's going to push his heels into the bench and lift his hips up off the ground every time he comes up.